All right, here we go with episode 381. One more thing, real quick, just so you know, you can see I'm at the end of the episode at this point. It lagged, I swear to God, I'm not even exaggerating, 15 and 20 times. I could just freeze up, start again, freeze up, start again. I'm going to do my best today, and I kept backing up, and I'm going to try to stitch it together. You know, your sync in this episode may not be as good as it is. You may notice yourself out of sync with me because I'm going to try my best. But every time you edit, there's an error. There's a bit of an error, like one way or another, probably. Like, I try to edit at scene breaks, but typically when I stop a video, say I stop halfway through on purpose, I make sure there's a very clear break. Like it's nighttime, then it's daytime. It's very easy to see that break. Very easy to stitch together. That keeps it seamless. In this case, Way was randomly lagging at all times, and I was backing up randomly because I don't have the finer control as I would with like a video file. I'm not sure how well it's going to stitch together. So this sync may be trash, which kind of sucks because this was a very important episode lore wise. But as I explained at the end, I think the fact that it lagged and I had to rewatch it a bunch of times at certain stretches probably helped. It helped me ingest it because there's a lot going on in this episode. There's a lot they dump on us and it changed the whole way we look at everything, right? So it may be a good thing. I just don't know how good of a reaction it's going to be. So it is what it is. I can only deal with what I have, right? I can't control that it keeps lagging. So we'll see how it goes. And we are going on one. Three, two, one. Yeah, sure, why not? I gotta feel like they would have made different decisions if they knew people were gonna binge this series. There's so much goddamn repetition, man. It's hard to sit through. It would be fine if you even week to week with no repetition, with no like rewatching a bunch of times. That'd be fine. Like that was what they were intended this for. But 10 episodes a day, like I do it, just it's a lot to handle, man. Guys don't need to talk. Is that what you said? Oh, you sweet summer child. I like how it is. I met mom. I met mom's chakra. You made a ghost dad cry. I don't know, man. I still think you're behind the eight ball. You just it took all this to barely save your own ass. It's so weird for him standing there with just one arm. He's just so chill about it too, right? Yeah, crazy, ain't it? Is it though? Is it well and good? Also, f this guy. Yeah, agreed. But foxes are not serious creatures anyway, right? So I think the way Naruto is, his personality is why they vibe so well together. You know what I'm saying? Like you can see it here. I see. Right. Right. So he can use the Sage power to get in there, and then the Fox power can piggyback on it, right? Amp up the power, essentially. Interesting. You knocked him out. Yeah, agreed. Screw toads. But now it's different. Yeah, kind of like you. Why is your floor so wet? We've never asked this question. Yeah, it's about your feelings. Yeah, yeah, I'm getting tired of that shit. I don't know, man. I already knew that you knew that. Hey, I like that. Come and get me, nature. Broken, busted up nature. Like they've been terrorizing the terrain around them, right? Nature's got to be terrified right now. Not to mention what all this huge energy balls are doing to the weather systems, right? Yeah. You suddenly introduce a huge ball of heat into a weather system where it didn't exist a second ago, you're going to create all kinds of things like wind, rain, all kinds of shit. You could even create snow, hail. Like you're going to destroy the weather systems. So nature's pissed, is what I'm saying. I notice they changed the graphics again. I wonder if they changed the song. Can't remember if this is a song they had before or not. It's not unpleasant. Doesn't seem to be any spoilers in this one. I mean, I probably shouldn't watch this in case there are spoilers, but they love spoilers. They just have a different cultural attitude about spoilers in Japan. They just do. It's a cultural thing. Everybody kind of sees something the same way, then it's not an issue, right? And I've come around on this. Like somebody threw it in my face where one time I said spoilers don't matter when it comes to this show. And that's not really what I was saying. I was saying I don't think there was much in the first series that if somebody had told me that ahead of time, it would have ruined the show for me. That's what I was saying. So don't misinterpret what I'm saying. In this series, there are a few things that would have annoyed me if I had known ahead of time. But still, I don't know if there's anything that would have ruined the show for me. Like, you can ruin the Sixth Sense for somebody if you tell them something. You could ruin the Usual Suspects. They might as well not watch it. You could ruin the Good Place for somebody if you tell them something. Like, they might as well not watch it. They might as well stop watching. That's how badly you've damaged them by telling them a spoiler. We'll defer this conversation later, but like, it's just, I don't know if we've had that in this series, but there are definitely things that would have annoyed me if I had known ahead of time. So, there's levels to this shit. There's degrees, right? Yeah. I love his energy ball, hole in hand, energy goes through hand, attack. Whatever that is, it's very visually interesting, right? I've never seen that before in anything. It's such an interesting way to attack people. So very creative. You know. Meanwhile, like we're throwing a huge amount of power at each other. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna be enough. There's no amount of power you can summon that can defeat this son bitch in the way they've established things, right? You need to somehow distract him with rain. I'm convinced of it. That's how you do it. That's right. Get big. That's you can keep more and more power, shooting more and more energy at the son bitch. I don't think it's enough, man. And you're gonna get in the game here? What's up? He's terrified. It's crazy. You can't beat him. Not at this level. He's gonna take him out. Oh. I mean, you're just sitting there summoning power. Of course, he's gonna do something, right? Are you guys ain't finished your little slap fight yet? Kind of an abrupt commercial break there. Yeah. The hell does it mean? Did he lose control? I think he lost control of the beast. It was only tenuous at best, right? Yeah, I'm out of here. So much creative imagination for all these characters, these creatures, these incarnations of the creatures, extruding elements from the creatures. Like, it's just so much imagination, man. This author slash artist is a genius. Hit him hard. Well, unless we got another problem, which it seems we does. Jack and a beanstalk ass. This ain't good. Yeah. Oh boy. Why are we being individually attacked? Oh shit. Oh, I see. You're sucking the power from him. Boy, that's bad. Yeah. That is not great. Terrifying. Yeah. Not great. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't missed this son bitch with this stupid ass dialogue. He's coming for that ass. But doesn't the beast already have infinite chakra? Why does he need more? Can't dance forever. Oh, shit. Wow. How does that work? Well, this is interesting. He's just chilling. It's a devil fruit. The fruit of knowledge. Right. Interesting. How do you know all this? Right. It was pissed. Is it the beast? Let's see. Right. Right. I'm wondering the same thing. More than one did it, huh? Right. Well, now it's gonna rip his chakra. That's not good. Oh shit. Now we're talking. Cut this shit up, man. Fuck this plant. Shit. Now they got me cussing. Uh. Well, shit. You better run up there. He's getting his chakra depleted. Look at him. He's getting drained, man. Maybe he can talk to the plant. Maybe that's the solution. Talk to the plant. Thanks for pulling me out, but I'm drained. Everything's Gramps, this son of a bitch. You should be sorry. Uh, a lot of people lost their lives if you consider that settled down. A lot of mofos are dead. Sasuke didn't do shit to help him either. He saw them running away. He could have cut the plant, branches. He didn't do shit. Another 2 seconds, I'd been Naruto. He'd been dead, man. I gotta say, these CGI scenes flow pretty well with the other animation. It works, you know? They're not trying to do anything too fancy. Got the blood moon still. Is this what he planned the whole time? The plant to take over? A true hive mind, a plant mind. Oh, shit. Great. It's always darkest before the dawn. Man, she got knocked out. No, apparently not. What the hell? This is bad, bad. What's crazy is we got more filler coming up in a few episodes. I don't know how you go from as dark as this is to any kind of filler whatsoever. So I assume something's going to change. Somebody's going to change the vibe. Yeah, no shit. Well, I don't like where that's headed. Jesus. I'm about to hand off to something I recorded midway through the episode. And it's because, I'm going to say this at the beginning, so just reiterating what you saw 20 minutes ago. I'm going to record that bit next. But it lagged like 15, 20 times. So it was really hard to stay in the flow. So it's going to be a shitty reaction. But for me, ingesting material, it was actually a good thing. Because I was having to listen to some of the same dialogue. Like, there was one spot where it's like, is this what you meant by the power or whatever? Like, I saw that same stretch of 20 seconds of episode like 5 or 8 times, right? Because I kept having to back up. It would keep lagging the same spot. I keep having to back up. You get to that spot, lag, back up, get to that spot, lag, So I kept having to re-listen to the same dialogue. Some of it, I think, it helped me ingest it. It helped me really understand what was happening here. Well, as much as they're telling us. As you'll see in a minute, there's one thing I don't understand, which the rest of the episode, now that I've seen it, didn't really help me with. I don't know if they'll explain it or not. Some of this is probably left to interpretation, which is fine. I have an interpretation. I'm not sure if it's the correct interpretation. But let's go ahead and hand off to that, and you'll see what I'm talking about. This feels very important. It keeps lagging, like it's done it like 4 times in this one video. It's very hard to get through. Keep a train of thought. You have to keep backing up. Don't know exactly where it cut off. This is going to be a shit show. But the one good thing is happening on an episode that has lore in it. The very important lore. That's why what I was going to say during the reaction, and then it cut off as soon as I tried to start saying it, was the reason I haven't been talking is like it feels like this is absolutely vital, very crucial information. Fascinating. And I have questions, and I might as well voice them here before I finish this episode. Thing is, I was under the assumption that the chakra is like the force or like magic I've talked about with the Dresden Files. In the Dresden Files, magic comes from nature, but human beings also generate a certain amount of magic per day. Let's say You and I can generate 20 magic per day. Wizards generate more. That's why they're wizards. That's why they have so much power. They can generate 200 magic a day, right? But that's all they get. So they have to use it wisely. They can't use it too much. And a lot of times what they'll do is on a day when they're not using magic otherwise, they'll imbue their magic into devices. Potions, um, bracelets, rings, all kinds of instruments and stuff that can contain the magic. Since you're not using it that day, you might as well put it somewhere you can use it later. And then someday you have to fight, you break out all this shit and you use it all, right? So it's a very simple concept to understand. We generate a certain amount of magic per day. Everything's cool. You can use the magic. We understand. You deplete it, you're out. You have to wait till the next day. So what's interesting about that is I assume chakra is the same thing, or like the force. The force really though is you get the power from everywhere. For the way I understand the force, like so when you move something across the room, or you throw a lightning bolt, or you raise somebody up, or you lift something heavy or something, that power doesn't come from you. It comes from everywhere, and you're just tapping into it. I thought chakra is like the Dresden Files, where like you generate a certain amount per day. That's what you have to use. Some people generate more, some people generate less, but you're generating it. Now they're saying that all chakra comes from this tree. So, which is it? Are you generating chakra yourself, or are you just tapping into chakra? It seems to be what they're saying is there's another problem with this is if one person ate the tree, then only their descendants would be able to have the power to use chakra because she ate the fruit, right? She ate the fruit. But he seems to imply more than one person ate the fruit. So a bunch of people ate the fruit. They all have descendants. Those are all the people we've seen to be able to use chakra. They're not generating chakra. They seem to be pulling chakra from the tree at a certain rate per day, right? You can pull 20 chakra per day, right? That's what you're not generating chakra from your own body. You're pulling it from the source, which is the tree. And more powerful people can pull more chakra. And the tailed beast can pull even more chakra, right? And then chakra comes from nature. I assume it's a roundabout like sage chakra. You're getting it from nature rather than from yourself. I assume what's happening is somehow all plants and wind and rivers and sunlight and stuff, they can pull chakra from the tree somehow, and then you're tapping into that and using it yourself. That's the sage chakra is what I'm having a problem with. If chakra doesn't get generated by nature everywhere, if it's getting generated only from one source, this tree, what the hell is sage chakra? What is that? What are you tapping into there? Is it a different way of tapping into tree? Now we were just introduced to this concept. It'll probably all get explained. That's what I'm bumping up against though. I'm having to reassess everything we've been taught so far and recontextualize it in this new framework because they're saying everything we knew was a lie, or just not the full truth. So I'm not happy it keeps lagging, but it does give me a chance to actually ingest what's a very dense episode when it comes to lore.